Welcome back to Power in the Pause, the podcast where we slow things down just enough to hear ourselves think. If you're new here, I'm Chelsea, therapist, educator, and the voice behind She is Society. And right now, we are deep in a series called Your Investment Era. This series is all about what and who you're investing in: your energy, your healing, your creativity, your rest. And today's conversation is a beautiful example of what it looks like to invest in something meaningful, even when it feels vulnerable, even when it feels tender. I'm joined by Kelsey Oblisk, founder of Soul Glow and newly published children's book author of The Glow Inside. The book is about self-worth, inner light, and learning what it makes you and that matters. Kelsey, I'm so excited to have you here with us today.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here with you as well and just share a little bit more about investing in ourselves and what that looks like.
It's so great. For anyone meeting you for the first time, can you tell us a little bit about you, about Soul Glow, and what inspired the glow inside?
Yeah, absolutely. So, what inspired the glow inside was I was going through a spiritual awakening. I went through a dark time in my life and I really just started writing. And as I was writing, I was inspired to write a children's book to be able to help children positively change their mindsets. And as that kind of came into fruition, and as I was writing more and more, I really solidified that this was what I wanted to do and decided to move forward with it. So that's how it came about. And I'm really excited to be able to share it now.
That's such a beautiful story of inspiration. How does Soul Glow connect to the message of this book?
So, So Glow really is a bridge, I would say, between the book and community. The book itself is a gateway to be able to help bring our community together, whether that be through children or inner children alike, and being able to share a positive message with children and inner children and inspire those positive mindset shifts and being able to truly go into the community and do community events. So a dollar from every book does go to helping with community events. So what a community event would look like is us going into a community and serving people that need food or that need book bags or school supplies. So I've done a few different community events and it's really powerful watching the community come together and uplift and really empower each other.
That's so incredible that you have been inspired and see how this book relates to what you're cultivating in the community. And right now in this season of life, it's so important to be able to have community and to see that you're out there building it and open arms inclusiveness to help support and uplift others. I just absolutely love and admire your dedication to inspiring others and bringing people into your glow through your community of Soul Glow.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that that's really what it's about is kind of being able to bring people together, whether that be through, like you said, through the community or through events or even just on an everyday basis, just having, small, impactful, meaningful conversations with people. I love hearing people's stories and allowing them to have a space to share who they truly are at the core.
Oh, that's so true. One of the basis in healing is hearing other people's stories and knowing that we're not alone. And speaking of stories, one of the things I love about this book is that it's not just for kids. It feels like something adults need too, especially adults who maybe didn't grow up being taught to trust their inner voice or value their own glow, or even have a community like Soul Glow that's uplifting them and getting to see that in the season of your investment era that we've been talking a lot about how to invest in yourself, that it doesn't always look like the productivity or the hustle, but sometimes it's healing in that community, finding creative ways to express ourselves and just choosing gentleness And so I'm curious, what did writing this book require you to invest in yourself?
So, writing this book, I invested a lot into myself. I invested time and energy. And I think the biggest thing that I invested in myself was grace because with this book, I learned a lot, not only through creating it, but also just through getting to know myself again at a level that I didn't necessarily go that deep with myself before. And being able to do that deep dive with myself was a really impactful way for me to invest into myself and also in turn invest into others by creating something that was positive and uplifting that's tangible so people are able to see the pathway that could could help them if they're in a dark time.
Oh, wow. It sounds like, through this process, you also had to work through a lot of self doubt and maybe overcome some fears. What surprised you the most about this process?
What surprised me the most about this process was definitely the actual creating of the book. So the creating the actual book, I just didn't know all of the steps that really went into creating a book. I didn't know what it took to create a book. I didn't really even have a jumping off point. So I did a lot of extensive research and I figured some things out along the way, found out afterwards that I did some steps backwards, went back, fixed them. So, it was quite a process when it comes to that. So that was very surprising to me as well and just a learning experience. So I'm actually in the process now of creating something to help other authors that are inspired to write a book to help them along and maybe have a smoother sailing.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. So, just a testament to how you're expanding your glow even beyond just writing your book and sharing your book with everybody, but now you want to turn around and help others, find their glow through writing and creativity. That's so admirable and inspiring, Kelsey.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, now, audience, before we go any further, I want to invite you and everyone listening, along with Kelsey and I, to pause with us. If you're driving, just soften your shoulders. And if you're sitting or lying down, let your body be supported. And let's take a breath together. We're going to inhale through our nose and hold for just a moment. Exhale slowly through your mouth. All right, one more time. Inhale, fill your chest and belly, and exhale, letting something unnecessary in your life go. Just notice what's present for you right now. No fixing, no judging. This is the power in the pause. Thank you so much. And thank you, Kelsey, for joining us in that breath work. A couple more questions, Kelsey. When you think about children and even adults reading The Glow Inside, so to all your readers, what do you hope that they walk away believing about themselves?
When I think about my readers, I hope that they take what they need out of the book. So it's really about planting seeds and watching them grow as you're walking throughout your daily life. So I really hope that whatever seed of positivity that somebody is able to take from my book, that they're able to apply that to their daily life and really be able to use it throughout their day.
Yeah. And what does glow mean to you now, maybe versus earlier in your life, now that you've gone through this whole experience of writing The Glow Inside?
I would say that glow means to me now a lot different of a word than it used to be. It's a lot more powerful now to me, the word glow, because um I could I would think of glowing maybe being too much or, being out doing too much as, you would say. And I just feel like now glowing is being able to positively impact not only myself by showing up for myself and giving myself that grace and being authentic to who I am, but also allowing that glow to shine and affect others. So, really, how what that would look like in a scenario is if you notice that somebody had something small that they changed about their look or their style, like giving them that compliment, like, "I love your scarf, that was beautiful," and allowing them to, feel good about that choice that they made earlier in that day to put that new piece of clothing on, and being able to be confident and allowing them to glow as well.
Wow. Could you imagine if we had a society where everyone rid themselves of the filter, thinking, second guessing about sharing compliments and what it would look like and how everyone would feel if we really did like share our glow with everyone?
Oh, yeah, that would be amazing. I think that that would be so impactful too, because it would just be a ripple effect, you know?
Absolutely. And I think that's exactly what you're doing. I think that you're accomplishing that goal and you are the ripple effect that's going to make the change and see the glow inside for everyone, that they have that inside of them and they have the opportunity to share it with others.
Wow, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and thank you, Kelsey, for being vulnerable, for introducing us to the glow inside. Thank you so much for being here and creating something that feels both grounding and expansive and inclusive, so relatable for so many people. The Glow Inside is more than a children's book. It's an investment into our emotional safety, our self-trust, sharing our inner light, building that community. And for anyone listening, I'm going to link where you can find Kelsey, Soul Glow, and the Glow Inside in the show notes. And as always, let this be a reminder your investment era doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it's quiet, intentional, and rooted in remembering who you already are. Thank you again, Kelsey, so much. Until next time, pause, breathe, and take care of your glow.